Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Over in Smash 4, because do their pools normally, are they just double elimination pools? You will know better than I do.
Yeah, they're double elimination pools.
Okay.
They don't do round robins, and they're basically, that's it. Yep, 2 stock matches, 6 rounds. But we're going right into this one. Sandstorm versus Simba on the Thunderguard Stadium, no less. As we're going into game number 1, already 2 down airs from the Gauntlets coming out. Downlights, and also the great combo starter coming out from the Gauntlets. Side air catches Simba in the middle of the air, and he's trying to follow these down airs. Not really getting too much off as he tosses the sword aside. Gauntlets are tossed as well. He's trying to catch him out of the air, but Sandstorm has an okay start here against Simba.
Now I'm curious as to how Sandstorm will react to Simba dipping down into that shenanigan zone. He does that so much on this map, and he did it against iThrow a lot earlier and actually gimped the living daylights out of iThrow. Insane 0 to death in like 5 or 10 seconds, and that led to the immediate ban from iThrow on this map. I wonder if Sandstorm's going to succeed there, not see it as a problem, or if he's going to fall prey to it. So I'm curious if that's going to come out as a ban or if he's going to leave it on the board in the future.
So far, he seems to be avoiding that center of the stage. Every time Simba goes down there, he just stands on the other side, saying, listen, I've got a damage lead. I don't have to fall for that bait there. Tosses the Gauntlets aside, assuming that Simba was going to go for that weapon, but instead he waits a little bit patiently. But Simba's been unarmed for the majority of this match. And when he finds weapons, he's usually trying to throw them to start a combo. There's a good nair. Sandstorm putting out these down signatures. Nothing's really connecting. And the D-Light down air. D-Light. Oh, that would have been an amazing combo finisher. But the recovery just drops the very last second. Sandstorm trying to find this neutral light. Tosses the scythe forward. Side light, neutral light recovery. Is that going to be enough to get that KO? He has an edge guard opportunity, and he dashes forward for that downer, but instead gets a recovery in the face for his troubles.
You're seeing the kill moves come out from Simba. Those recoveries are a popular Gauntlet kill option that isn't a signature. He does have the side signature that a lot of VOUT players like to use. We might see him use the down signature, normally over the edge, but they do use it on stage as well. Both players in kill percent right now. That recovery is going to kill. But Sandstorm has the signature kit at his disposal that a lot of players who play more decks favor quite a bit. I know Dobrain likes that down signature on the Gauntlets quite a bit. He also will do it on the site as well. You'll definitely see the side signature coming out from Sandstorm. He gravity cancels it a lot on the edge, so his kill options are high, and Simba has quite a few kill options in his pocket as well. But Sandstorm with just a little bit of a lead right now, being very, very careful, not trying to extend that lead too much in any single moment, except right now you're seeing it nair into side air, nair into side air.
The recovery from the middle of the stage, being able to get that KO off the top, but only after Simba took such a huge beating from that Scythe string. You have to be careful when fighting against Scythe because of the active inputs. If you lose your dodge, you're going to be carried not only to a higher percent of damage, but across the map as well. And already opening up that combo there. Tries to go for that D-Light chase dodge down air. Return from Simba with the gravity cancel side light, but now Sandstorm tries to get forward. Simba holding him back with these neutral lights. Stocks are even. Gravity cancel down light does not quite connect, and Simba's finding some damage, but he's so close to kill percent. There's a good recovery coming out from that down light.
There's a recovery kill. Sandstorm is trying to find these kill options here. He has the scythe, so he does have the edge guard opportunities. There's the side light. He's going to throw away that scythe. He's going to stick with this. You saw him trying to initiate with the down light. Goes on for the edge guard. He is chasing Simba right now. Multiple weapon tosses, weapon to weapon to weapon, throwing that one all the way to the right. He's going to go unarmed against Simba. The neutral air, not a kill move.
But it's getting pretty close.
And he wants to keep Simba weapon starved. Rather than trying to tunnel vision and chase that kill right then, he saw the weapon spawn on the field. He wanted Simba unarmed, so he has the weapon advantage. So you saw him throw the gauntlets away, pick up the scythe.
And he was able to finish that off with a nice downlight, kicks him off towards the side of the stage. Sandstorm now a single stock ahead of Simba, and he catches him with a downlight once again. Ooh, the side air off the stage. Simba still unarmed. Dive kicks back to the stage, but that's not going to do much damage. It's only going to get him his jumps back, and the Gauntlet ground pound being able to ride towards that left side of Thunderguard Stadium. Side air puts even more damage on the Simba, and Sandstorm's looking really good here as he continues to put even more damage on. Ground pound does not quite connect. Sandstorm gets hit by a ground pound on the center of the stage. Simba with the hard read there, interrupting the string that Sandstorm was getting really comfortable with, and being able to equalize the stocks in a surprising fashion.
Now, even though Simba found that ground pound, he is still very much in danger of falling behind hugely here. You've seen the scythe strings, you've seen some gauntlet strings coming out from Sandstorm as well. There's that signature coming out. He's looking for maybe the active input on that as well, to have the huge jump before to send Simba over to the edge for an edge guard situation. We've seen him go off on the edge a few times. There's the side air. Is there going to be weapon toss? No, he's going to initiate with the side air into the nair. He's going to wait for just a second. Is there going to be a dash jump ground pound? No, he's going to maintain stage control, waiting for Simba to come back up. The weapon toss going just over Simba's head, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have enough to get back, and Sandstorm is going to take game 1.
And Sandstorm's favorite finisher, moving over from 2s into 1, noticing that his opponent's at kill percent, grabs him with that down tick, tosses him straight off the side of the map, and that diagonal spike,
yeah,
that's hard to recover from, especially with gauntlets, because the way that gauntlets work with their up and down heavies within the air, recovery and ground pound respectively, is that the recovery doesn't move at all, just goes straight up. And the ground pound is the thing that you can move, as opposed to most other weapons where it's the opposite. And there's no way he was going to be able to make it back from there. We're having a run back to Thunderguard, however, and Sandstorm is perfectly fine with that, apparently, not banning it out like ISO did.
It just Simba wasn't able to do anything there against Sandstorm.
He did get one ground pound kill,
but other than that, you saw him dipping down and then trying to initiate with a weapon toss, dipping down, trying to hit an unarmed recovery, but it didn't actually work. He didn't really get punished for it, but it wasn't a successful move coming out from Simba. So for Sandstorm, it's not a problem. He's just winning pure, raw, neutral game.
And there's that recovery coming out from Sandstorm. Tries to get him with a side air, but Simba armed this time. Most of the time when Sandstorm has been edge guarding Simba, it's because his gauntlets have already been thrown away from him, usually just from that durability being exhausted. But now Simba's actually having a better time recovering, gets the recovery from beneath the stage, which is he's using Thunderguard to his advantage, and he's having a good time against Sandstorm. Side air sends him off the side of the stage. Ground pound from Sandstorm ended early, and he keeps tossing him off. Sandstorm loves this left side edge guard. I feel like we've seen Simba and Sandstorm fighting over on this side of the stage more than anywhere else.
And that's one of the really special things about Scythe. It's called active input, and it has it on a couple of moves where if you're trying to hit a down air, for instance, if you hit him on the right, you can send him to the left, or you can send him to the right. Yeah. So even if Simba's on the inside of the stage, Sandstorm can take him, launch him to the outside, get a more favorable position, and then pick up that kill there, taking just a little bit of a lead up against Simba right now. But it did take longer for him to find that kill this time.
Yeah, but if anything, we remember from the last game, okay, there's the recovery. Wow, surprise. Okay, it took 2. He was like, wait, that one didn't kill, goes back up, hits him in the middle of the weapon toss. I think Sandstorm was trying to interrupt that recovery, but if you throw the weapon too late, it takes some time to become active before it can hit you, and your move can essentially go through it before it interrupts it. The recovery still came out from Simba, able to get that KO, and now stocks are very even. Weapon toss down from Simba, interrupted by Sandstorm's nice side light. Neutral lights pops him up. Simba keeps tossing the gauntlets down beneath the stage. I feel like he's supposed to be sending them forward in a good little unarmed exchange.
Picking up the gauntlets, trying to find those nairs, trying to figure out how he wants to initiate on Simba here. Simba without a weapon for just a moment, picks up the gauntlets. Sandstorm throwing his weapon, not finding any huge options on either side right now. He does pick up that recovery. He's looking for the kill options. Has Simba very, very near kill percent.
And I like the mix-up that he's doing on the side light. The side light and the recovery isn't a true combo per se, but if you wait for the dodge or wait for the jump depending, you can have a lot of different follow-ups that come up from that gauntlet side light that could lead to a kill. Try to get that recovery, didn't quite work out. And now, recovery coming up from the Scythe, gets that KO. Unlike last time where Simba was able to survive just too much damage on the Simba, and Sandstorm is looking poised to take this game and set to move further into the winner's round.
He is up 1 right now in this best of 3 over against Simba. Has a very solid lead. Simba coming out with some serious damage, but he doesn't have Sandstorm in kill percent right now. That neutral signature is not going to hit. He finds the recovery, not high enough to kill though. He needs to find some option. You know the damage output that Sandstorm has unarmed with the scythe, with the gauntlets, in so many different situations. Simba's got to find something. He is down a game. He's very much in danger of going down into the loser's bracket.
Falling nairs from Sandstorm to try and pick up his opponent, maybe keep him off to the side of the map. And the D-Light recovery is able to get the KO, and Simba makes it even once again, but we have to pay attention to Mordex, on Sandstorm's Mordex in particular, being able to take the first stock every time. He's always winning on these engagements, and then Simba has to clean up. But you can't clean up if you've run out of stocks. Simba needs to be able to find that clutch factor here in game number 2 if he wants to be able to hold on to his winner's side stock. And so far, so good. He finally has Sandstorm on the side of the stage, the right side where he could get an edge guard, as opposed to Sandstorm edge guarding him. And it probably has something to do with these gauntlets. I'm surprised Sandstorm hasn't thrown these aside. Gravity cancel downlight, doesn't get that dodge in read. He can't grab him, going up with those fists, trying to get the nair to be able to bring Simba back to the ground, and nothing's working. Simba's actually finding some slight lays, but the ground pound, does that get him out?
Oh!
He got him out of his recovery.
Yeah, he caught him straight in the middle of those options. Ended up interrupting that recovery and basically yoinking that from him.
And I didn't realize it, but this is winners round 2.
Is this really?
Yeah, it is. That means that we're on best of 5.
Oh my goodness.
So who did they beat to get here?
Let's see.
Sandstorm
took out Cody Travis, sent him into the losers
Simba
bracket.
beat Agzo?
Simba beat Agzo.
Okay.
So this is a best of 5. Sorry, correct me because I was wrong. This is going to be a best of 5 that Sandstorm is up 2-0 in.
Okay, so we're going into game number 3 of this best of 5. Sandstorm really putting the hurt onto Simba here. Simba trying to turn around with that gravity cancel sound light, bringing up his own gauntlet strings. Good Sarah. Gravity cancel down light into recovery. A lot of damage on the Sandstorm, and Sandstorm returning with his own gauntlet combos. And the weapon toss hits. He reads the dive down.
Beautiful.
Simba not expecting the trajectory of that weapon. Loses that stock within under 30 seconds.
A lot of speed coming out from Sandstorm here. He is playing faster than he was before, fighting the damage earlier, fighting the kill options earlier too. He has maybe 35 to 40 damage on this first stock. And you've seen when Sandstorm gets a lead, he holds on to it the entire game. Simba will find some kills, he will find the damage, but it's usually too little too late. It's at a slower pace than Sandstorm is able to find.
Following Sarah coming up from Sandstorm, weapon toss to stop him from denying that weapon, and a good neutral signature carrying Sandstorm over to the other side of the stage, but I don't think he really cares too much about that because now he has an opportunity to edgeguard once again, and his edgeguards with Scythe have been so amazing. D-Light Downer tries to get that gravity cancel downlight reset, but he was just a little bit too slow with the recovery. Barely clips, not going to KO just yet. A D-Light recovery will definitely do it from the stage, but he down 6 and tosses him off the screen.
Huge 2-stock lead right now, going the way of Sandstorm. It's looking like he has the possibility, to take this 3-0, just barely spot dodging through that ground pound, having just enough invulnerability frames to get through Simba's active frames. We do see a little bit of an evening up here, shrinking that lead just a little bit, but it's still a full entire stock when Sandstorm has basically been ahead this entire set.
Falling Sarah coming up from Simba, and yet in an entire stock where Simba was able to get a little bit more damage. Gravity cancel sidelight, a nice way to recover, a very creative way of being able to use that dodge. I've noticed that Simba has the easiest time recovering and exchanging with Sandstorm when it's gauntlets versus gauntlets. Simba seems to be a little bit superior when it comes to the gauntlets, or at least even, whereas opposed to the Scythe where Sandstorm is really just dominating Simba in that matchup. So Sandstorm accordingly is looking for that weapon, but that down tick was so close. And now that he's got the Scythe, I'm expecting things to turn around. Catches him, side air, goes in for that downer. Can he find the Nair or the ground pound? He does. It clashes. Simba manages to make it back. Weapon toss. Sandstorm can't even get back up to the stage. Falls off to the ground, and now Simba is even to the stocks almost immediately because Sandstorm was stuck on the gauntlets that entire time.
But even when he had the Scythe, you saw Simba going toe-to-toe with him.
That's true.
He's trying something different. He's trying to find the recipe to take out Sandstorm here. We've seen him using chase dodge maybe a little bit more now. Trying to play a little bit more creatively on the edge, trying to get back to the main platform as well. Not forcing it into edge play, not forcing it just onto the main platform. He's able to flow back and forth and find the opportunity that he wants.
Oh
no, not keeping track. I think he fast fell through the soft platform.
I don't think he was expecting the soft. So like with soft platforms, any platforms really, because it's a moving platform, you can tap down to go down, or you can fast fall to fall through it.
Yes.